Fortnite is a huge game, averaging about 60 million players a day. I can't even believe that's real, bro. And you know, with a big game comes a lot of sweats. I mean, how am I supposed to compete with this when I'm only on controller? Exactly. And that's why I decided to make the big switch. I'm going to be putting down the controller and picking up the keyboard and mouse. Keep in mind that I still have never even attempted to play a game on keyboard and mouse except like maybe Minecraft or something, which I still suck at. Anyways, enough yapping. This is my 7-day controller to keyboard and mouse progression. For the first day, I didn't even jump straight into Fortnite. I actually decided to do an online aim trainer for about half an hour before I started, just so I felt like I was decent at something. So when I was done aim training, I loaded up Fortnite, and for some reason, I decided to jump straight into Battle Royale. And my gosh, I have no idea what I was thinking. I have never even played a game on keyboard and mouse, so all I knew how to do was move. Yeah, I honestly just gave up. Now you would think that after that first game that I would just load up creative and practice a little bit before I jumped into another game, but like, come on, I had to redeem myself. Now this time when I landed, I decided to not go somewhere where I figured a ton of people would be at. So I went to this random house in the middle of nowhere, which surprisingly somebody else was here too. Pretty sure they were a bot though. After looking around for a little bit, I realized why nobody really lands here. This place was bone dry. So I left and went looking for some more loot somewhere else. And that's when I started getting shots. Now, I'm still not even completely sure if this was a real player or not, but if they were, then I feel bad for them. I was just organizing my guns when I started to get shot at some more, so I had to hide behind the tree for a second. And I know for a fact that this person was a bot. I mean, just look at them. So I was feeling pretty good, like, wow, I'm doing pretty good, until I organized my guns again. And what is it with people in this tree? Is this just the hangout spot for finding trash players? Now after that last game, I finally decided to load into create. Okay, to be honest, I don't even know why I loaded into another real game, but spoiler alert, I actually did pretty good. I did lose to somebody who is just as bad as me, but like, I was close to winning, so that's a plus. So after that game, what did I do? I actually loaded into creative. Oh my gosh. You should totally subscribe. Actually? I know, right? It's pretty crazy. It would be in here where I first tried to learn how to do 90s, but I did not know how hard it was going to be to build on keyboard and mouse. This was just a whole different level compared to controller, and I didn't even realize how difficult it was going to be. And to be honest, I got kind of frustrated that I couldn't even do something as simple as a 90. So I pulled out my controller and just started doing 90s, just to convince myself that I wasn't completely garbage. After I was satisfied-ish, I loaded into the free build section of this map and decided to try 90s on keyboard and mouse again. And I guess you could say I made a little bit of progress. I mean, I was struggling with the most simple things, just placing a wall and a ramp, but I won't blame it entirely on my lack of skill. There also was an issue. The mouse I was using at that time had 2 side buttons on it, which I heard was really good for building, but the only issue was I couldn't hold turbo build down and press both of the side buttons, which made building nearly impossible. So what did I do? Well, first I looked around for different mouses, and ended up going with this cheap work mouse that really sucked, but at least the side buttons worked properly. I knew I couldn't get good with a simple work mouse though. So what did I do this time? I did what any logical person would do. I went on to Best Buy and ordered a $70 mouse. On day 2, I decided to do some edit training, just hoping that maybe that was a little bit easier than building. And I'll be honest here, you keyboard and mouse players have it easy with editing. I really thought it was going to be hard this whole time to edit, but now I start to see hope. Maybe this goal is achievable. Maybe all the friends and family I was so worried about letting down, maybe I will prove to this coming generation. What am I even saying, bro? Editing was very easy on keyboard and mouse though. I mean, I was able to do triple edits within 5 minutes. This is not fair. I decided to lock in and see if I could build today, and I actually could build pretty good for my second day. I mean, it wasn't beautiful or anything, but at least I was getting better. I ended up changing my keybinds to what I thought was comfortable, but you'll see later on that I actually changed my keybinds a lot. Anyways, I went into a free build map and started to see if I could actually build up a little bit, and I will say that I did get a little better. After practicing my editing for a little bit, I decided to play the pit, zero build of course, because I did not trust myself with building, but I wanted to see if I could just get down the movement and work on my aim a little bit before I started focusing too much on building, and I did decent for my second day. But yeah, there wasn't much on day 2. And since I don't want the video to be un quadrigentillion minutes long, I'll keep the upcoming days brief. On day 3, I practiced my building a little bit and warmed up with some edit courses. Then I hopped into the pit with builds just to see if I could build any better today. And I think it's safe to say there was definitely a little bit of improvement. After I was done with the pit, I decided to jump into Jivan's piece control map just to work on my piece control. I was never really good at piece control on controller in the first place, so trying this on keyboard and mouse might actually be easier.
Through a flooring cone, place the wall in front of the sentry, and then a cone in the...
And after that, I jumped into my first ever game with builds on keyboard and mouse, of course. I didn't do too awful, but I definitely didn't do as good as I normally do. That basically wrapped up day 3. On day 4, I went into a mechanics training map to work on my free building. Something I was really struggling with still was placing cones. I don't know why, but I just couldn't seem to remember where my button was for it in situations where I needed it. And a lot of the time, it cost me the whole fight. So I spent a little bit of time trying to find ways to remember my cone bind by doing drills and all sorts of different things. But for some reason, I still just didn't feel like it was in my muscle memory yet. So I took a break from placing cones for a little bit and decided to play around with these bots. Why do they move like that though? After I was done practicing my building, I decided to try out Zone Wars, but honestly I didn't really have much confidence that I'd do that good, and I was right. But once I died, I decided to leave because these people had never even been introduced to the idea of grass. So after Zone Wars, I loaded into a 1v1 and ended up playing against somebody who really wasn't that good at all. And after I destroyed him a few times, he left and somebody else loaded in. Now this guy was really cool. Me and him kind of just were practicing editing and turning ramps invisible. Then we both loaded into Edit Pump Wars just so I could get a little bit of practice with editing and not having to build the whole time. Honestly, he pretty much destroyed me, but I got a few eliminations on him. After that, he left. So I loaded back into creative by myself to practice free building. I decided that if I wanted to learn to get the muscle memory down for building, that I was gonna have to learn how to do something that involved all of the builds. So I went onto YouTube and searched up some videos on how to tunnel. And honestly, it was difficult at first, but I actually started to get the hang of it after a little while. If you're switching from controller to keyboard and mouse, I would really recommend tunneling practice because it really helped me get used to placing the floor and walls. So I basically had muscle memory for the floor after I was done tunneling. After I was done with tunneling practice, I decided to load into a box fight, and that didn't last long. So then I decided to load into a battle royale game to test what I had learned so far. I got really low from this one person who was camping from a roof, and I know that I should have just fought back, but I didn't want to risk losing the game, especially with my gold scar. So I kind of just left and hoped that I wouldn't run into him again later on. But eventually I was kind of just hiding out a little bit, and I noticed that the player count started going down more and more until eventually it got down to 2 people left, including me. So basically now it was just a 1v1. So I sat from high ground and looked around for the last person, and I don't even know how I saw this person, to be honest, because I wasn't even looking over there. So I was able to notice him before he noticed me. The only issue was that I actually missed all of my shots at first. He started pushing towards me more and more though, until eventually he took my wall, which meant he was in control. I just knew that I had to move around a lot and it would be hard for him to hit me. So he made a window edit and I jumped at the weirdest angle and hit him for a lot of damage, and that sent him running to his own box somewhere else. So I knew that this was my chance to start pressuring him. So I started spraying into his box over and over again while he was healing up, but he wasn't gonna give up that easily. Oh, never mind. So basically, I got my first ever win on keyboard and mouse. So after that game, I decided to start free building, yada yada yada. Nobody really cares about that anymore, so I'll just skip ahead. After I was done free building, I decided to load into my last game of the day, which I actually was doing very good in until I died, which I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Look at my ping. 600? I don't even know what happened, to be honest. So that's why I would like to thank our sponsor, I'm just kidding, I don't have a sponsor, but I'm not even gonna lie. Losing because my ping was outrageous actually was kind of upsetting, but you know, at the end of the day, they're just pixels, right? On day 5, I decided to practice the tunneling that I had learned on the previous day. And I will say, I was actually way more consistent with tunneling than on day 4. So after I was done warming up, I decided to play some box fights. And after I got destroyed time and time again, I got kind of sick of just losing, so I left. So after that, I loaded into a battle royale game, and that's when this happened. Okay, but like, let's actually be real here. Just look at this. I think we can all agree that I was past the door frame. There's no way his shot should have hit me. But you know, Fortnite doesn't always agree with me. So after that perfectly fair game, I decided to play a game of reload. This would not only give me 2 reboots to come back into the game, but also had some of my favorite weapons in the entire game. I did really good the whole game until the very end, where I had a minigun and I kind of just got carried away. So I died because of that. So I ended up leaving that game with 2nd place. So I loaded into another game of reload, and I'm just gonna save your time here. I didn't win. So then after that, wait, what? That's all there was for day 5? What the heck? I low-key didn't even learn that much. Okay, I actually don't want this video to be super long, so I'm just gonna save your time here. On day 6, I literally just did every single thing that I did days 1 through 5, and I feel like there's no point in really just wasting your time with day 6. I didn't really improve a ton, so let's go ahead and just jump to day 7. This is it, guys. Day 7. I've officially been playing keyboard and mouse for 7 days, and I will say I've made some decent progress from my first week. I decided, since this was my last day, that I would like to spend most of it playing games with my cousin. I'm pretty sure he's been playing the game since it came out. I mean, bro literally has Take the L. Over all those years of playing the game, he got very good. So first, we loaded into a 1v1 map where I would show him what I had learned so far. In this 1v1 map, he taught me some tricks, how to do ramp flips, and all sorts of stuff like that.
Yeah, nice. You do that, you're gonna have, for me, I have my floors out, but you'll just go straight to your ramp and place it like that, and then just edit. Boom, boom. Yeah, there you go. That was instant.
Then we battled, and I got this pretty cool peek on him. And my guy knew that was coming.
See, I told you, if you do your peanut butter, I'm gonna die.
Like I said before, I really don't want this video to be super long, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about what I did on day 7, but I'll briefly tell you what happened. Me and my cousin played a box fight, and I lost. I mean, that's what I expected, honestly. Then my friend joined, and we played trios, and you know we got the win. But anyways, after that, we played some reload, got the win there too, so I was about to get off for the day and call out a wrap on day 7, until he said something that changed that.
Right here, I swear on like everything. If you beat me, I will send you $20.
Okay, what about an 8-kill lead? You only have to kill me twice.
And then if you win, I'll actually send you $20.
I
Yeah.
just have to get 2.
Uh-huh.
Wait, no, that means you have to still get full 10, right?
I still have to get 10, yeah. See? Okay, so kill me 8 times. Just, I'm gonna stand here. Whatever.
Wait, move. Like, do sprinting. I want to try to hit you while you're sprinting. What the heck? I'm awful.
Oh my. 2. Okay.
Now, I know $20 isn't a ton of money, but I mean, come on. I literally have no job. You guys need to get me monetized so I can start making some cash. But anyways, I played for that 20 like my life depended on it. Honestly, I'm just gonna shut up and let you watch this gameplay.
Oh no. Like, I'm gonna have so much nerves. Oh! Shutting up. Oh. No. Look, I still need 4 to even get to where you are. Uh-oh.
Bro, no!
Come on. Don't let the nerves get. Wait, what? How did I let that happen? Bro? That is your wall. Oh my gosh, I should have died. That was your 20 right there. I messed up like 5 edits, dude. I don't like this, bro. I don't like this.
What's up? What's up? Nobody, come on, go! No!
Okay. Come on, you can't let me get those.
What?
Uh-oh. Oh my. Hey, you can't just let me waste your mats. How many do you have left? You're not. Oh man. So you're getting way too aggro. I can just kill you.
Bro, I screwed myself. I'm dead. I am dead.
Oh my god! Let's go! No way!
You need that? You need it? You need it?
No, I got this.
No, not the one. No.
Alright, fine. I'll send it. How do I send it to you?
So that was my 7-day controller to keyboard and mouse progression. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider subscribing because I really did put a lot of effort into this video. So if you could subscribe and share this video with friends and family, it would really mean a lot to me.